you're making a lot of money and your child is coming up short, and you don't have a problem with that?
No, I do have a problem with that. I would like him with me.
All right, y'all. We've got a wild one today. Meet Abigail, a social media influencer who loves the attention but not the responsibility. And then there's Steven, one of her biggest fans, who somehow went from follower to father. Now here's the kicker. Abigail left the baby with him, and he's the one asking for child support. Yeah, you heard that right. Usually it's the other way around. But this case comes with a little plot twist. So let's break it all down and get into it.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, what's happening is this. She's out and she's partying, she's having fun, she's doing all this stuff like all on social media. She's a social media influencer. I met her because I'm one of her super fans.
Oh,
yeah.
This is cute.
How it happened was that since I'm a super fan, I'm kind of following her around, see what she's doing. But she actually called for me to cater to one of her areas, which is how we actually hooked up from there, because I'm a chef.
Okay.
We have one child together, and she's not really doing the things that she's supposed to do as a mother. Pretty much supporting the child, being there for him, paying any Medicaid or so, dealing with for the child. I practically do all that. And I brought her here today just to let's say, hey, you gotta step up your game. You gotta do something, help out this child, because I can't be the only supporter if you're here supposed to do something as well. I mean, I can do it, but I do need a little bit more income for that.
Okay, I'm a little bit more interested in the background. How you became a super fan and you hooked up.
Well, I'm a follower.
I mean, I don't need all the details about, how the child was conceived. I'm just interested to see how that works,
Well, I'm the type of guy that I always post all my stuff, letting people know this is what I do, like all my catering stuff and all that. But when it comes to her, I know that she does all this stuff, and I know she's a big influencer, and she pretty much puts everything out there. She's really, when it comes to making it to a live stream, she can do that. She has that. But so that's what I did. I actually reached out to her in that way, and that's how I got more of my influence out there, so I can actually start catering and partying catering to all these parties.
Okay. All right. And so you want her to pay child support?
Yes.
All right. And you said the child is on Medicaid,
yes.
Correct? Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
No.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes.
Welcome. I'm honored. Social media influencer?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But what does that have to do with you being a mom?
I'm out there trying to make money and trying to support my child. I do send him money. I'm just trying to grow my business.
How much money do you send him?
It just depends on what's going on during the week, what I have and what my income is each month.
On average, how much money are you getting from her, if any?
She only sends about maybe like $200-300.
$200 or $300? You're a social media influencer?
Well, I'm still growing my business.
So Abigail's out here living like she's in a music video, partying, turning up, and pretending she doesn't have a whole child at home. Meanwhile, Steven, the super fan turned full-time dad, is the one actually raising the baby. And get this, she's not paying child support, not covering medical bills, not even sending a pack of diapers. But when Steven asks for help, she hits him with, "I'm trying to grow my business." Like, what business? If partying and posting selfies counted as work, half of Instagram would be CEOs by now. She sends him a whole $200 to $300, like that's supposed to cover rent, formula, and a college fund. Meanwhile, she's out here rocking designer bags, getting VIP bottle service, and calling it networking. You really can't make this level of delusion up.
But she parties, it's all over, it's online. It's like she's everywhere.
And you're getting paid for these appearances,
and you
right?
party too. That's how we met.
Nah, I was catering to
You were catering
to one of your parties. Yes.
Oh.
So I wasn't really partying. I was catering. I had to work it.
Right. That's what they're calling catering these days. Being a super fan. I get it.
It was one time.
One time and you all had the baby?
Yeah, don't take that long.
Well, That's true. So
he is making a good income as well.
right, but the child is with him, so
Yes.
his income is not really
Because
concerning for me.
I travel a lot.
Right, and you're being paid for your travel. Exactly. How much are you making roughly?
Maybe about 100,000.
You're making about $100,000 and you send him $200 or so for the baby?
Yes.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not about to do this with you. You're making a lot of money and your child is coming up short, and you don't have a problem with that?
No, I do have a problem with that. I would like him with me.
So you want the baby to be on social media for likes and follows?
Oh, it might
What
be
about-
something that
Like, what about school and all those other
he can
academic
do
things that he has to
homeschool
do?
when he's 3.
So
where
he's
is
going to
he
be on
homeschooling? In
virtual
hotels and stuff
school
like
with
that?
likes and followers?
You see it all the time. Why not? I mean,
Right, but don't you believe that that's a distraction?
no, I mean, I feel like, I'm making a pretty good income, and I think that this could really help him when he's older and to save up some money.
Well, if you're making a pretty good income, you can send more.
I agree with that.
Maybe you could work harder.
No, ma'am. Maybe you can work harder to be in your child's life. And I highly doubt a judge would place the child with you knowing that you travel, you're doing all of these things for growing your business, and the child is with him. Sounds like 100% of the time.
No, not all the time.
And then Abigail takes the delusion to a whole new level. She actually has the audacity to say she wants the baby, all while constantly traveling and using him as a social media prop. And her big solution? Oh, he'll just do homeschool. Girl, you barely show up as a mom, and now you think you're about to be his teacher? Then she tries to sound smart, saying, "We see it all the time." No, what we see all the time are irresponsible parents, and that doesn't make it okay. This is exactly the problem with these modern women. No accountability, no responsibility. Just vibes, excuses, and ring lights. She even argues that dragging the baby around for content is somehow an investment in his future. Meanwhile, if she's making 6 figures, she could easily be sending more money to Steven. It's really that simple. But instead of doing the bare minimum, she flips it on him, saying he should work harder. No, you need to work harder at being a mother. Money is one thing, but parenting requires actually showing up. Something she clearly has zero interest in doing.
When he allows the child to be with me when I'm not traveling.
Oh, okay. So when you're not traveling, that's how often?
Really, a couple of days a month.
Exactly. You made that up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to place you on child support based on that $100,000 a year, ma'am. Yeah. And don't look confused. It's the right thing to do. It is absurd that you believe it is okay to only send a couple of $100s to dad for your child, and you actually think that it's okay for your child to be toting along with you to grow your social media influence. Yeah, no, that's not what we're going to do. This child needs to be in an environment that is stable. Need to make sure that school is being attended to. How old is this child?
Oh, 3.
3 years old. No. Kindergarten will be here before you know it. He does not need to be traveling and going to homeschool and virtual school all over the country or wherever it is that you have to appear. You'd agree with me, right?
I guess I have to.
No, you don't have to, but don't you believe that's in the best interest of the child to be somewhere stable?
Well, I think the best interest of the child would be with me. And if I'm growing a business and I can take care of them.
And you believe that because you're the mom?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen today. So what we're going to do is base your child support off that $100,000 that you testified to, that makes your gross $8,333.33, bringing your net to $6,212.37. That makes your monthly child support obligation $1,242. Now, you mentioned Medicaid.
Yes.
Medicaid is not free. He doesn't have to pay for it, but you do. So it's based on 9% of your gross, which your gross is that $8,300 that I said earlier, that brings your reimbursement to Medicaid $750. If you can find somewhere on, private health insurance, I'm pretty sure you can find it a lot cheaper. Maybe one of your followers is a health insurance agent or something, and they can get you something cheaper, okay? So based on that, $1,242 plus $750 brings your monthly child support obligation to $1,992. You're going to pay that monthly to Dad. Any questions?
No, I don't have any.
Why did you look at him?
Because I was just thinking he's making more money. He's doing more gigs.
That's great. And so are you. And if you make any more money doing more gigs, we can just increase your child support. Anything further?
Nope.
Is there anything further, sir?
No.
Okay. Nothing further. You all are dismissed.
And there you have it. Abigail really thought she could throw a couple $100 at Stephen and call it parenting. Meanwhile, she's out here traveling, barely seeing her kid a few days a month and actually believing that was enough. But Judge Vonda wasn't buying that nonsense. She hit Abigail with real child support, $2,000 a month plus Medicaid. And honestly, I love to see it. These modern women think they can run around, do whatever they want, and dump the responsibility on someone else. But reality always catches up. Finally, some accountability for once. If you love content like this, check out one of these videos right here, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch y'all in the next one.